Hey everybody, and welcome on back to Sourceblock. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. We are back here on the Sourceblock SMP server, where last week we came through and built up the front gate to our monastery build that we are finally working on. We talked about a lot of things, we tried a lot of things, and in the end it looks like a lot of people had said from the poll, which I actually didn't forget this time, pretty proud of myself there, is that we should use the smooth white terracotta look instead of the crazy textured look that we have going on this left one for now. A lot of people, however, did say that that mushroom stem could actually be used on the upper levels, maybe like a majority of that with a little bit of white terracotta in there to smooth it out, which I think is a pretty cool idea. So I'm going to spend a bit of time here fixing that up, converting it all back over to being our white terracotta. That'll just take me a few minutes here. I think we can get into the floor on that side somehow. But beyond that, one thing that I wanted to do in the last episode, and we didn't really have the time for, is I wanted to bring this entire design that we have down here up to, the top of the mountain where we're actually building this thing. So I think to get ourselves started in today's episode, I would actually like to kick ourselves straight off into a little bit of a mini time lapse so that I can actually force myself to do it this time. And I'm going to fill this whole area with some cobblestone as like a base floor and then bring this guy up. Welcome back, everybody. It is pretty nice having our whole plan up here, and for the next little bit I want to spend some time working on the front. As you can see, there's a bunch of yellow terracotta over here. I originally tried this building with yellow and it looked awful. It totally ruined the look of the front gatehouse that we had. I don't personally think the current one we have right now is that great either, but that thing being all yellow right there really disrupted everything. I also did fix up the front of this one. I decided to leave in some of the mushroom stem blocks on the upper level to help lighten that a bit, and added a few over there, and I actually like that a lot. So I'm probably going to leave those in here, but I've been wanting to mess around with this one some more, and I think I'm going to change up the whole shape of it. I actually have a pretty cool idea in mind right now, but I need to make it so instead of going one and being a full 45-degree angle, it needs to step out by 2 blocks, so I think it's going to come out a little bit further over to here. And I think that I just want to show you all the thought process that I'm going through for how we're going to build this. As much as we brought our plan up here for this guy right here being what we loosely said it's going to be looking like in the end once this whole thing is built, I think it's going to be a good general plan. But as we build this, I want to build up everything that we're doing segment by segment. And we're going to be making a lot of changes on the fly as we kind of find something that might work a little bit better than otherwise. And we got to figure out how we're bringing all of this terrain up into the rest of our stuff here too. I know it can be a little hard to see this stuff at nighttime, but I just came through and added in a large amount of glowstone actually behind most of where we had all the birch trapdoors, especially on the older building. I actually went through and added it in there. And look at the cool glow that we are getting off of this zombie right here in front of us, right? He's just bright and shiny. And let's, nope, we're already out of fire. Cool. But I started bringing in this side over here. I like it a lot more. I have those 2 main windows on the front. I'm trying to think of a way I can top them. I was thinking maybe just another spruce trapdoor on top of it. I think that might be good. Outside of that, I added in a little line up there that has a bunch of those birch trapdoors behind it as well. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I think we might want to actually, let's try adding in this spruce trapdoor up here. I need to add some windows going around the structure, but I'm just trying to make like a version of what we have been building, just doing it on this weird angle of sorts. It's still not connected up or anything back here so far. Like this is still just floating air. I think I'm just gonna pile up the snow, honestly, to come all the way through there. But it comes up here, we got a pretty flat roof on top of it that I need to throw some snow on top of as well. But let's take a look at this one now. Okay, I think that's better if we just border it. Let's just keep the spruce trapdoors on there for now, unless y'all have any other ideas that we can do. But that's kind of the way that I wanted to start expanding our structure, start getting a few more detailed bits around it. Up here, we can start working on our front courtyard, but before we do the courtyard, which is all going to be at this upper cobblestone layer right there, these are just dummy blocks down here so we can place things on top of it like gravel and not worry about it. But I was thinking about I might start stacking up some of this terracotta stuff going for these side structures and at least get the general shape of this one in here. I'm actually waiting for Sausage to get online. I think we're going to meet up with him today. Or Chimney actually asked me to... Chimney Swift had asked me to come over and take a look at his build here in a little bit. So we might check out something with him here. Or if not, we'll meet up with Sausage. But I'm going to keep working on this one and then we'll see what we can do. I've been working on the interior courtyard because I thought that would be more fun. That's my reasoning for it. And this is kind of what I've come up with so far so we enter in right here and I'm using some polished andesite on these areas to kind of corner everything off. I think it's going to be a good way to define some garden areas. We're going to mess around with these shortly. I want to see what bamboo might look in here, so I might plant some of that in just to show that it's kind of like this upper area. Maybe we'll do some bushes. I don't really want to do custom trees up here per se yet. I kind of want to just do some bushes and maybe like have 1 or 2 trees inside of this place. But I feel like some bamboo scattered, like just maybe some right along the back there, could be pretty cool. And we kind of tone it down so it's not super large. But coming into here, this is kind of what I'm thinking for our main doorways that we have, is just doing one big old birch door and then just bringing up, honestly, just like a bunch of these trapdoors. I'm really loving our birch trapdoor being used here. I think we're getting that kind of like a paper wall look as much as we can inside of Minecraft. And I think that looks okay. I'm honestly considering building a connected texture for these birch trapdoors because I think that'd make it a billion times better. But that's kind of my thought right now. Or maybe I think this birch door, just having that big birchy section down at the base, is kind of like what's messing with me here. But what if we come in and we do like bam, bam, bam. And so actually that would be like you and then like this. Because then they're all facing the same way. Right? No, not that one. I think that's a little bit better. But the hinges on the birch door is so dark. That's so unbelievably dark. That might have to do for now, though. I can't really think of anything else that we could really mess with for these doors, unless we did like stripped birch and did all that stuff. But I don't know. I'll mess around with a few things here. I think I gotta actually head back over to spawn and get some bamboo from there, because I don't know if I really brought any with me, but I know we have a bamboo farm back at our hobbit hole, so I think I gotta run over there. So this thing has run for literally forever. It's very full. So that's pretty sweet. We got a lot of bamboo. I could not find any at all at my base. So I figured I'd come over here, make up a few of these. And I actually wanted to take this string that I have on me, because, you know, we kind of do have that scaffolding shop. I figured it might be a good idea to craft up a little bit of scaffolding and see if we can't fill that thing up. I don't know if anybody's really buying it anymore, but I would hate to leave the shop unstocked. And we're currently, I haven't checked up on any of our shops in about a month now. So we should probably really look at those ones. And it's still very much Christmas spawn town in here. I have heard there is a new shop in the area. Anybody buy any more rockets or anything like that? Not so much, it looks like. Okay. Well, no new rocket sales or anything like that. I think people are still coming back to the server. I don't think many people have really jumped on here yet. But Sausage and I got to figure out what the heck we're doing for our collab business ventures. We got to get like a vault so we can store all of our diamonds and everything. We got to get a meeting room, I'm thinking, so we can build all that stuff together and like get a spot where we can do everything. And I think we can actually get some cool stuff going. I think the futuristic base is going to turn into some very, very cool floating structures of sorts over that coral reef, and I can't wait. What is this? The sheep shop, wool dye, and banners. What are we looking at in here? What do we got? We got banners for 4 iron per stack. You can get 4, just white banners. Maybe I'll have to, if she's selling banners though, I will definitely buy 4 iron per stack, 4 iron ingots per stack. If she was selling yellow and red banners, or orange banners, I don't have the stock for that right now. Or I don't have the dyes. So there's some over here. What are we looking at? 1 stack, 1 diamond. 1 stack for 32 iron. Okay, 4 stacks for 32 iron, 4 stacks, 1 diamond. So we can use iron. Does she know that you can't buy yellow or or green? Oh no, you can buy green. You just can't buy. Please go tell Catherine that we can't buy 2 of her types of wool or dyes on either side here. Oh, that's a bummer. That's funny. We'll definitely have to come back here and buy some stuff. I think unfortunately all my wool needs are met right now because I did buy a bunch of stuff through Chosen a while ago when he opened his, because his has a doorbell on it, and I needed a lot of wool to make some banners, so I first bought all that stuff. But if Catherine over here is selling directly banners, I am down for that. All right, I planted the bamboo down, threw in some acacia leaves down here, and just kind of letting things happen. I've just been watching it grow and making sure it's not going to mess up or anything like that. And it looks like our lanterns here is going to stop the snow from being right in there. And I kind of like this look with the bamboo growing there. I know quite a few of these, especially like this one over here, isn't going to be able to grow up that tall. But I think if they're all about that height, maybe we can throw some string on top of them to hide them a little bit better. But I think that'd be a really cool way that we can make this area look really unique on the inside. Now, I don't want any bamboo to be on the outside of this structure. It's all going to be on the inside. We don't want to add anything like out here, like bordering the road or anything along those lines. Everything here is meant to be, I keep changing these over to snow blocks as I see them, but everything out here is meant to have those kind of weird, I keep recording when it goes to nighttime. It's meant to have these types of trees and everything along here. So I want to stay very true to keeping these types of trees out here along our pathway, and maybe add a few more houses like dotting its way up until we get to that curve, and then it's going to kind of just be the mountain going into our monastery structure. But I think that's a pretty good way to go. I want to jump out of working on that guy up there and spend a bit of time now coming down here and working on terraforming and fixing this area up, because this has been bothering me for a very long time. We've just got to fill in a lot of dirt here. Hey everybody, welcome on back after that time lapse. I hope you all did enjoy. We did some terraforming action, smoothed everything out, and added in some trees. And now we gotta add in the houses and the fields and all that cool stuff around here, which we might tackle here soon. But I think for actually right now what we're gonna be doing, I know, we're gonna go meet up with Chimney Swift here. It's gonna be very, very cool. He's an awesome guy and he's asking for some help with renovating his house. So we're gonna break down how I like to build things and try and teach him a few things. So I think it'd be fun, so let's get to it.
All right, guys. So here we are. This is my friend fWhip.
Hey, man.
fWhip,
how's it going?
dude? It's going well.
I'm good. I'm good. It's nice to be out of the snow for a little bit. So it's nice coming out over here.
Is that where your base is?
Yeah, it's very cold over there.
Ooh, dude, I love the snow. I'm going to have to come visit you at some point because I want to check that out for sure.
Definitely. We'd love to give you a tour sometime.
I mean, I should probably move there because I like it so much. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know if you're looking for like a neighbor or anything. But
I mean, Beef's already over there too, so you know we could share with him.
We'll do the paperwork later.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
But for right now, so episode 1, beginning of this episode, I was just kind of updating people. So I got my horse. I ran around Spawn Town and I settled in this little like clearing over here. So I've got this little birch forest that I sort of just ended in.
I like it.
And I've done a little bit of building like since the last time I played. I've got a little bit of a farm going. I got some sugarcane going, so I can start making books at some point, for like enchanting and all that.
Yeah, get all the good stuff.
Yeah, so I've built this structure here. One of my main things that I want to have in this house is like a fireplace, so I don't know. I mean, I hadn't played Minecraft in a few years, so like there's been a lot of new things, like this campfire being one of them, and I think they're really really cool, and they're visually really nice too.
No, I think I put a campfire in every single build that I do, so you're totally fine
good.
there.
Oh, good. I'm not crazy. All right,
you're on the right track. You're good.
So this is kind of like what's going on. The pink stuff here is because literally at the beginning, all I had to build was pink wool.
Nice.
So we'll swap that out, obviously. but then this like disgusting, gross cobblestone structure was because earlier today I was playing and a wandering trader like came over and I was like, oh, I'm gonna trap him. So
Yeah, you
I
got
put
a little
boat
llama
down and
buddy.
I trapped him in that. Yeah, and then he disappeared, and then his llamas were like on the hill up there.
Yeah, they kind
That's
of
when I messaged
do
you.
that.
Yeah. So I only have one lead. As you can see, my horse is attached with a lead here. But I didn't want my new pink llama to get away because pink wool was all I had.
Very stylish, very stylish. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wearing broken leather armor. I'm brand new to the server, so I'm kind of poor.
Let's see what we got over here. Do I got any? I don't know if I got any goodies I can give you. Have you never seen one of these?
No.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this is a shulker box. These things are awesome.
Dude. Oh my gosh, those are amazing. All right, hold on. My dog's barking his head off. Hang on a second.
Yeah, so I know we're thinking about doing a little bit of a home renovation. Speaking of which, if you hear any drilling, my roof is currently getting fixed right now. So on top of dogs barking, I gotta, there's some people drilling into my roof. So we picked a great time to work together.
We did. We totally did.
But I got this little shulker box here full of some goodies because I know you said you were working with some spruce wood. So I was thinking we could take a few of these here. Cool. And we might be able to do some. Might be able to. I'm just gonna take a quick nap here with my fish.
Go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
Just trying to keep us safe over here, Just gotta keep the creepers away. They're not very good for home renovation.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can kind of see that, like, I went through that spruce wood pretty quick. Actually, I thought I had more than I did. So one of the things I noticed in town that was like really awesome that some people were using were these like spruce trapdoors.
Oh yeah, no, I love these things.
Yeah, they look really cool. And there's like a ton of new blocks as well that I don't know about. Like I know there's like barrels and all sorts of cool stuff. So I kind of wanted to just like work with you today and see if we could maybe kind of, if you could help me with my problem here. Cause I can finish this house. Like I can finish, but like I want it to look kind of cool, Maybe I can learn something from you as well in terms of like building a little bit for style.
Totally. So I would say,
take it away.
What can we do here? So I'm thinking we could start with the front here a little bit first.
Wait, you're a master builder and you can't just press one button and I have
okay. Home. All right, there we go. I added a table and it's fixed.
Sweet.
Oh wait, now we need a little path. Now we can get you back to town. I'll be back in 5 minutes once I get this finished. And
perfect. This is perfect in case I get lost.
But what I like to do is a big thing for me on building that like can make it a little bit better is just adding depth into it. So what we can do here to actually make this
stinks. By the way, I left it like this because I knew that like. I wanted you to do some with it, but having flat walls really sucks. I know that much.
So what we can do is I need to, where can I set up a little workstation over here?
People can access these at one time.
Yeah. They're, wait, I forgot a crafting table. All right, let's do.
I got one. Oh,
I know. It's too quick. You'll get there soon. So have you thought about like what color roof or anything that you want to do on this guy? Or are you thinking like you want to stick with that spruce that we have, or you want to go some little? I brought some dark oak over with me here too that we could use, which could be kind of cool. So we get like dark chocolate color for it. What are you thinking?
I mean, I'm honestly up for like whatever. Like, basically, I mean, I know. Okay, so like, I know enough to know that like we don't want to have like extreme colors, right? Like you want to have things that complement each other, obviously.
Yeah.
Like I think throwing like a birch roof on the top would probably look pretty disgusting.
A little bit, yeah, maybe.
So yeah, I mean, I think dark oak could actually be pretty good. I always forget how like chocolatey and dark that looks, and that does look really nice.
I think what we can do here, what we might be able to do, is these two right next to each other, because you already got the spruce theme going on. But if we do like a dark oak trim to it, so you get that, and then the middle going all the way up, we're gonna have some spruce just to kind of like fill in the gaps of it. Also, I don't have much dark oak, so I think it'll work out.
Is this regular oak right here?
That's spruce. Jim and I spent a very, very long time building this one up. I had a great time hanging out with him here, but I want to do something a little bit different. I captured it all with replay mod, so I thought a time-lapse would be a cool way to go throughout it. And actually, over on Chimney Swift's channel, he decided to upload the entire thing instead of just part by part or something. So if you want to see my design process on how I go through expanding on a build idea or changing it up and mixing it up, go check out the video Chimney Swift is going to be putting up. It actually should be coming out before mine, I believe. It probably came out yesterday. But we just talked about a bunch of things as we're going through, kind of ways of learning how to build and expanding on your building abilities. Not that he's a bad builder, he's just out of practice. The guy hasn't played Minecraft for like 3-4 4 years. So we came through here and added an awesome house in here together, just adding in a dark oak roof with a spruce roof, or dark oak trim onto a spruce roof. Then bringing in a cool floor design here, getting him some more storage and actually expanding it so he could get a cool little basement in it. And I thought that was a great way we could just get a bunch of detail into this tiny guy. Well, that was super fun coming over here to help out Chimney Swift building up his house. I think it looks much better now. At least it's much more visible because there's a roof on it and our campfire gets up a bit higher. I think we'll definitely have to work with him a few times in the future. I hope y'all enjoyed that. If you want to see the full process of us talking through the building, as I mentioned during the time-lapse, definitely go check out the video on his channel. I believe he's going to upload the entire thing. We actually just talked about how I design structures and kind of how I design things. So if you want to see some more on that, I know that's probably a video everybody would like to see on this side, but it was really fun being able to explain it with somebody there that was kind of like teaching instead of recording it for YouTube. So be sure to go check his out there for sure. But I do want to leave him a little bit of a welcome gift because I know he's a little behind on the server. So I'm gonna run back to my base, grab some stuff, and we'll leave a little present for him. All right, everybody, we're back over at Chim's base. I got his present ready. What we got in here is we got 2 health potions, we got an elytra, we got an infinity bow with an arrow, shield, golden apple, and some decent things to get him through. We got a challenge time here though. I don't want to read this whole thing to y'all, but it's a nice little book that you can read through right there if you would like to. Basically, what I am challenging him to, he can keep all of this stuff, including the shulker box, which would be his first ever shulker box, if he goes end raiding with me. And even on top of that, we're going to have a bit of a challenge. Whoever can collect the most shulker shells while end raiding gets all of the other loot. So you get to keep your own shulker shells. You get to keep all of your own stuff. You're green now. That was a pink. No, the pink sheep's over there. I don't even know what's going on. But I thought it would be fun to get some end raiding on. I am in dire need of shulker shells. So I figured it would be fun to do that with Chimney Swift. He's never done it before, so I think that would be absolutely hilarious to do. And I think I know somebody else on the server who has also never done this before. Good old Catherine Elizabeth. She might have actually went once on this server so far. But I think it would be awesome if we got her in on this challenge here too. So I made a second copy of the book called I Challenge You. It's just going to be sitting here for when she comes back, and then I think I can get her. I think we can get her involved on this one and Chimney Swift, and we can do all 3 of us going to the end, which I think would be so funny. I think it's going to be perfect. Well, everybody, I think that's where we're going to leave it for today's episode. We might get some end raiding in here for next week's episode, but thank y'all so very much for the support. Please be sure to hit that like button down below if you did enjoy. Please be sure to go check out Chimney Swift if you haven't already. He's a very, very cool dude indeed, and you can check out that whole episode that we recorded there together over on his channel. I'm just going to leave the highlights here on mine. But anyways, that's it for me. Click that like button if you haven't in the last 5 seconds. Hit that subscribe button if you're brand new. And I will catch you all on the flip side.